On October 11th, 1969, Paul Stein, a cab driver in San Francisco, gets murdered. Everyone thinks it's the Zodiac, our guy Charlie, but is that the case? Let's examine. Charlie grabs a cab at Mason and Gary in downtown San Francisco and gets dropped off on Maple and Washington. He gets out of the cab and crosses the street in front of Presidio High School. The cab then continues on down the street as Charlie's starting to case the high school for his next dastardly deed, like a school bomb or something. As Charlie's casing the joint at about 10 o'clock at night, he doesn't suspect anything. The cab gets hailed by another man down on Washington and Cherry Street. Charlie not suspecting anything, all of a sudden he hears a crack and sees a flash, and he freezes, and he looks down the street. He notices, as he starts to move closer, that a man with a gun gets out of the back of the cab and jumps in the front, pushes the cab driver over and looks like he's stealing his wallet, and starts to leave. Charlie panics and starts running towards the cab. He's double timing it as he knows now he had just gotten out of that cab. It's a crime scene. He doesn't know how much time he has. So he opens the door, sees the cab driver is shot, blood all over the place, and he tears off a piece of his shirt and starts wiping down the cab. Across the street, some kids had saw the earlier scene and they call the cops. Charlie decides to follow after the killer and crosses the street. As he's walking down the street, the police pull up and they ask Charlie, "Have you seen anybody?" But they're looking for a black guy. Charlie says, "Yeah, I saw a guy with a gun. He went that way." They follow the guy with the gun and Charlie proceeds down the street after the killer. He's thinking, "Oh my God, another crazy person just like me is out." He starts heading down Cherry Street just like the killer did, who's heading towards Jackson to get back to Maple to make a left and jump over the Presidio wall because there's a way through. As he gets down to Jackson, he realizes this is the way that the police came up. They were coming up Jackson Street and they saw the other man. They made a note of it, but they were looking for a black man. So that's how they knew the description. Charlie looks around, he can't find the killer, and then the cops make a left and go up the street. So he decides, well, I'm going to go across the street and hide in the woods and watch all this till the next day because he can't believe there's another idiot out in the city crazier than he is. That's how we get two descriptions from the Paul Stein murder. And that's why the Zodiac was not the murderer. He was a witness.